Palo Alto's favorite tree, I assume that's a birth certificate verified name from San Rafael, California, said, hey, what's your thoughts on all the NCAA covers that were released this past week? Did they choose the right players? So he, of course, is talking about NCAA College Football 2025, which is coming to us July 19th. More on that very important date in a second for multiple reasons. We have the deluxe edition, which has a lot of players on it. Then we got the regular edition over there. Quinn Ewers, Travis Hunter, and Dylan Edwards are on both of them. Donovan Edwards are on both of them. Yes, they chose the right players because there's no wrong choice here. You guys are getting the game back. 5 seconds into getting this game back, and some of you wanted to quibble. By the way, do we have the tweet, Colin, from whatever a Dov Kleiman is? How about this? You want to talk about coming up with a headline and trying to find the story to match it. Dov Kleiman is one of those aggregation accounts on Twitter, comes at us with this headline 5 nanoseconds after the video game covers are released. Trending. Many fans are upset that Shedeur Sanders is nowhere to be seen on the deluxe cover of EA Sports College Football 25. Dude, Shedeur Sanders didn't even complain about it. No one complained about this. I have here an exhaustive list of the fans, the many fans, who were upset at Shedeur not being on the cover. There are no names. Dov, are the upset fans in the room with you right now? Do you see the upset fans at the table with you? So anyway, nobody cares about that. A lot of people care about this game coming out. Quinshon Judkins made the cover of the deluxe edition in an Ohio State uniform, even though he's never played for him yet, which is great. Carson Beck's on there, Milrose on there, Edwards, Hunter, Ewers. Hey, this is going to be a really big deal. I'm not the biggest gamer in the world, but this is going to be a really big deal. But let me tell you what's even bigger, immunity. I need you to be serious with me for a second. Even though I just said immunity, I need you to be real with me for a second. July 19th is going to go down as one of the biggest days in the history of this country. Nay, one of the biggest days in the history of the world. The EA Sports college football game is released for the first time in a decade on the same day that Twisters is released. And I have come up with a strategy for many of you who are very at odds with how you're supposed to handle your day that day. Without question, call in sick. Don't show up. Shirk your family responsibilities. Give nothing to your community that day. That goes without saying. But here's what I want you to do. I have it on good authority that even if you buy this thing and you download it, Jesse, probably like 2 to 4 hours is what we think it's going to take for it to download, which is just enough time, friends, for you to get your ticket, get in line, go see Twisters, and can you imagine the euphoria of experiencing Twister come back to us for the first time in 30 years, and as the credits start to roll, and you've been blessed with that experience, you're about to head home, and you're about to crank up the sticks and play college football video games for the rest of your night. You might as well be 15 years old again. You might as well have Dunkaroos. You might as well have a Kool-Aid mustache. I don't care how old you are. Again, I don't care if you have a job. I don't care about actual real-world responsibilities. July 19th should be a federal holiday and a day where you worry about none of that. Crying baby in the background, let them cry. We got Twisters out, and we got the NCAA College Football 25 video game out. And here's my only piece of advice. That's the last day. This video game comes out, and Twisters comes out. The last day of SEC Media Days. And Herb Vincent, Herb runs this thing for the SEC. Brother, if you're listening, you have always shown yourself to be a fine, upstanding individual, but your legacy is largely going to be decided by how you handle, from an organizational standpoint, the last day of media days. Because you think you have a lot of adults covering that event, you just got a lot of kids posing as adults. And I may be one of them, and I don't know what you got to do to get it done, but you better have some consoles set up there at the Omni in Dallas, or else you're going to have a very sparse crowd on the last day of SEC Media Days.